is another question that's come through. So while we're just going on with that, just around the table, question was about neuropathic pain, and does that change over time? Have people found that that's been an issue over the past, and has it got better or worse, or for people?
Getting worse for me.
For me, it was pretty bad at the start, the first probably 2 years, spasm and neuropathic pain, but it settled down a lot to now that it's minimal, that it's in the back. I don't have to worry about it too much. I don't take any medication for it, so I suppose I'm one of those lucky ones that can deal with it without any medication.
Okay.
For the large part of people, I'm exactly the same as Peter because I have chronic pain with my right shoulder. But with most chronic pain, what most people have, like most people, it will move to the background and you have to try and work around it. So one good thing I do is, because we're coming up to bowel, I always have a sore shoulder, and it's worse with my bowels or bladders. So on a bowel day, I actually get my carer to massage my shoulder, my sore shoulder, and now that's become my trigger for bowel movements. So you can make your chronic pain work for you, and it's like clockwork now, and it actually gets better after I've had my bowel motion, and it moves back into the background.
Isn't that funny? Everyone, we all become our own doctor in a way, and we know what works for us. Yeah. Lenny, did you want to add to that about?
So from day dot, I've been on. I left hospital on like 600 milligrams of Lyrica and 600 milligrams of Tapentadol with pretty bad chronic neuropathic pain. And as the times progressed, it's actually gotten worse. Same as my spasticity, I feel like it's getting worse as well. I've recently been to the Metro Pain Clinic out in Clayton in Victoria, and I've been lucky enough to be one of the guys to get on to have medicinal cannabis. In saying that as well, hasn't helped a whole lot with my day-to-day pain. However, my nighttime sleeping, it's helped a lot with that. And on the same token, I've started coming off Lyrica as I've read a whole lot more about it, and it's not a nice drug at all, and it's very nasty in what it actually doesn't allow the body to do. So I've gone from 600 to 500 in the last 4 months nearly. And to be fair, the pains are getting a lot worse. But in the aspect of it all, I guess as soon as I can get clear of Lyrica, I think I'll be in a better position with my pains.
What Lenny is saying, Naz, is a very important point. Chronic pain, whatever you take for it, it needs to be sustainable. Medication is not sustainable because it just keeps getting ramped up and having less effect. And that's been shown by research. So it's really important you go to non-therapeutic management of your chronic pain. And like Pete said, it always, not always, but most of the time, it moves to the background. Because our brains are such that if we try and deal with something over a period of time, it brings the front and center to what's immediately important. And chronic pain tends to just go to the back a bit. Kind of surfaces, but for a large part of the day, it'll be in the background.
In saying that, Mario, why do we, with spinal cord injuries, obviously I don't have any sensation below T4. Why do I have chronic neuropathic pain below T4?
Yeah, because there's two neurological systems involved. One is the somatic nervous system, which goes to the spinal cord. But we have something that's really important called the autonomic nervous system. And that's the more primitive nervous system. And that's the nervous system that controls all the automatic functions of the body, like the blood pressure, the bowels, and they respond to organ distension. But quite often, if we have organ distension, we have this pain that's undefined very well, not defined very well. And it's that pain that's the one that causes chronic pain. And that's changed by mood, by weather, by temperature. And that's why a lot of things can actually make that pain better. And medication is really bad for autonomic pain.
Okay, I think we hold off on that discussion. Pain and hyperreflexia was the topic that came in about third in the popularity rank poll. So